Now to the latest on the mass shooting in Midtown. There is so much new information since this story was breaking last night at this time. And here are tonight's new developments.
Well, New Yorkers coming out tonight to Bryant Park for a prayer vigil to honor those killed in that deadly attack. Lucy Yang covering that for us tonight.
And the body of the police officer Didarul Islam is back home in the Bronx tonight as we're learning new details about how he'll be remembered. Sonia Rincon has details on that. And police are saying tonight that they have found another note from the shooter. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger is live at the scene of the deadly attack at 345 Park Avenue in Midtown with the new information. Josh.
And Shadi, you can see behind me flowers, a balloon or two have slowly showed up here over the course of the last several hours of people have come to pay their respects to those who lost their lives here so inexplicably last night. Meanwhile, police 2,500 miles away at the shooter's home in Las Vegas. Sources tell ABC News they have encountered a second note he apparently left behind. This one apparently amounting to an apology to his parents for the carnage cops say he inflicted here last night. With plywood covering the blown-out plate glass, you can no longer see the damage to 345 Park tonight. But amid a growing wall of flowers and a lingering police presence, the trauma endures. One night after New York's deadliest mass shooting in a generation, police are settling in on a motive for the massacre in one of the world's most densely populated commercial neighborhoods. 27-year-old Shane Tamura didn't even try to blend in on the pedestrian plaza in front, wearing a blazer and sunglasses and carrying an assault rifle. Moments later, he burst into the lobby and opened fire.
And it was just a random act of violence of a person who was determined to inflict violence.
Today, the mayor said it appeared likely Tamura had been trying to target the National Football League, its headquarters on some of the building's lower floors. Police drawing that conclusion after finding a suicide note on the shooter's body.
In that note, Mr. Tamura claimed to be suffering from CTE, possibly from playing high school football, and he blamed the NFL. He also writes, "Study my brain. I'm sorry." Two groups of detectives are currently en route to Las Vegas to conduct interviews and execute a search warrant at Mr. Tamura's home.
They've already retraced his steps across the country, a drive he made just over the weekend, arriving in the city merely 2 hours before the rampage, which led office workers to run for their lives or barricade themselves in place as police rushed in. But all of it too late for a New York City police officer picking up a shift, a finance executive and mother of two, a security guard, and a recent college grad. But so many others were lucky, finally allowed to file out, in some cases hours later, after learning what security experts have long warned, that even in an age of emergency drills and modern tech, an attack like yesterday's was, perhaps, impossible to prevent.
So it's really a balancing act. You can't have a fortress in every building, particularly in Manhattan, but at the same time you have to implement measures that are best practices and really address the threat. So if there's no specific threat against this building or its tenants, it would be hard-pressed to justify a completely armored solution.
Tenants had reported seeing an increased police presence here at this building over the last weeks to couple of months, but it is not clear that reflected increased threats specifically targeting this building. As for the shooter and his mental health, that remains an open question right now. He did play football in high school, but it's not at all clear that he had a traumatic brain injury. That'll be up to an autopsy to determine in an investigation that no doubt will take weeks further to complete as this city begins to mourn. We're live in Midtown tonight. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Josh, thank you.